What's up guys, ChasingLamely here. Today we're going to be playing against York and we've got some transfer news. That's pretty much what's going on. Also, I'm having to re-record the audio, so this could be fun. I'm watching it with you. Let's go get the intro. And we're back just like that. So some stuff's been going on. We're looking now at all of the stuff that's been going on fixture wise since we last met. We last played Salford. Since then we lost 1-0 to Leamington, which is our first defeat of the season. A bit disappointing, but it could have been a lot worse. Then we came back, beat Gainsborough 3-0. Stevenson, Chubik and Birchall getting the goals. Jason Oswald unfortunately picked up an injury which kind of put a dampener on our plans, because that meant he and Reece Turner were both out injured, and we're really going sort of into the reserves a bit for strikers. The Tamworth game came around. We won 1-0. Daniel Wakeham got his first goal for the club. Ronaldo Pearson picked up an injury. Unfortunately, Simon Shubik was away on international duty from Tamworth onwards, which has been a bit of a pain. So Pearson and Wakeham have been our front two, but we got a 1-0 win with them, and that's a good start. Hopefully I've got to tell you some more stuff in a second. Trouble with watching footage you've already done, you're not in control of, what you're showing next. So let's have a quick see what we can do. Basically some stuff happened and I spent a lot of time telling you about it, and I'm sure it was really interesting. We played Bradford Park Avenue in the next game, and I'm sure I'll click on it in a second. Come on past me, we can do this. There we go. Bradford Park Avenue, 1-1 draw. Ronaldo Pearson got himself a goal. Chris Birchall unfortunately picked up an injury, which is a bit of a pain, because, well, we only have two right-sided players. They're both 140 years old, and losing one causes us trouble. But nice to see Pearson get a goal. Good defensive display despite conceding. 1-1 against Stockport at home as well. Liam Lawrence scoring a penalty, Jason Gilchrist equalising for them. Ronaldo Pearson had to play in this one despite that knock, because I didn't really have any options. Reece Turner though came back on the bench and he only played about 15 minutes. It was just A, because Pearson was a bit knackered, and B, because I want to start building his match fitness. Which brings us to York, who we're playing today. As you can see, Oswald is doubtful, Birchall is doubtful. We'll make something happen. They are the favourites, but we will make hay while the sun shines, as the saying goes. Let's see where we go from here. I can't know. Transfers. That's right, we did some transferring. Stephen O'Halloran's leaving. I'm not unhappy about that. Tom Leggett came in as a right back, as a backup to Minahan. He's actually technically better than Minahan, but he's been playing well, so we're not gonna quibble over that too much. You can see 3.5 star current ability, potentially a 5-star ability player. Could improve a lot. We're working with that. He's very quick as well, which I like a pacey player. He's very, very quick. I believe he was at Port Vale before, if my memory serves. I think I showed you, didn't show you, clicked back. Anyway, and also we brought in Luke Burgess on loan. He's only in for a month. He's a right winger predominantly. It was just to cover, because obviously Birchall injured. Lawrence, he picked up a knock in the last game we played, and he seems to keep picking up little knocks and having to get taken off and take 1 or 2 days off, and I wanted to have a younger body in there just in case. Looks decent, probably nothing spectacular, but we'll see if he can get a job done today against York. And yeah, let's hope something good happens. Let's see where the magical talking me is taking us now. I'm very aware I talk too much when have to re-record. I've had to re-record a couple of audios, and I'm very well aware I talk maybe a bit too much, and the things I'm actually showing on the screen aren't linking up, but whatever. Essentially, this guy can play anywhere in the middle, anywhere on the right of midfield, and he's good at it. That's kind of the point I was trying to drive home here. Let's see where Magical Mouse Man takes us now. While waiting for that, let's do a quick shout out. Run at Defence for being a new subscriber. Check out his channel, really good stuff on there. I need to get in there and give him some proper feedback. We're doing well financially still, despite the fact we're overspending on the budget by nearly £1,000. That's going to go down once O'Halloran leaves, and hopefully I can get rid of a few other players. So this is who we're playing today. We're playing York. They're the favourites. They've been playing well. They're top of the league. We've slipped to third, just because of those two draws. Really, those two draws have killed us a little bit. So we're going to see if we can claw back some points today. And that's pretty much what I was telling you. Let's play the game, or not play the game. I remember we didn't play the game because I hadn't shown you the team, because I set up the team and then I didn't do some stuff. There we go, Stockport's team. Come on, clicky. Right, Stephen starts in goal. Minahan's the right back. James Graham, Frankie Masonda and Scott Dewberry complete the back four. Luke Burgess makes his debut on the right wing, so we can give Liam Lawrence a break from just getting kicked to pieces. James Ball and Warburton in the middle as familiar, and Darren Stevenson on the left wing, where he's been pretty much dominant. Ronaldo Pearson's our target man, playing alongside a returning Reece Turner, who we're hoping for big things from. Still doing shout-outs whilst old me talks. Stephen Hannibal has just subscribed, so thank you very much, Stephen, for subscribing. John O'Martin has been a subscriber and also really helpful with providing advice. Also solved the mystery of where Spennymoor is. It's in County Durham, just up the road from Darlington, quite near Middlesbrough, where I used to live. So that's the mystery solved from the last episode. So thanks for that, because it proves something. Aaron Evans as well, thank you for subscribing. Rocket Chicken, thank you for subscribing. That's all I need to tell you about. I think. Oh, and Georgios Viganopoulos. I hope I pronounced that right. It's a lot of Greek, so I hope I didn't upset you too much. That's pretty much all the new subscribers, and there's been a few commenters in there. I think I've got them all. I do. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. So let's play the game, because that's hopefully where we're going now. Come on, I feel like this is about the time I press the submit team button and we just get on with stuff. It's certainly what I'd be doing if I was in any way competent or efficient at this. There we go. The lineups, they're playing 4-4-2, and I'm going to show you through some players because there's a few names who you will recognise. They're a really good side. Adam Bartlett, the goalkeeper, was at Newcastle for a while, as you'll see. Spent some time in the league with Hereford, with Hartlepool. He spent a lot of time in the in the national, most recently at Darlington. But he's a good keeper, especially at this level. Also, I believe I'm showing you Hamza Ben Sharif, who some of you who played FM08 will remember from being a sort of bit of a wonderkid at Nottingham Forest. He played a lot of league games. Went back to Algeria for about a season or half a season. Came back, played in the National League. This is the lowest he's ever played, but he's a decent player. He's going to be someone to watch out for, and I'm not sure why they've not been using him properly. And also Sean Newton, I pointed out, because as is standard, he has played for Stockport. He's really been at this level or just above for most of his career. Got looked at by Notts County for a while, but he's going to be pulling some strings for us to watch out for. Also on the bench, you'll notice John Parkin down there. I think I'm about to show you John Parkin. Bit of a name, played a lot of championship footballs with Barnsley for a while, and I forget who else, Rochdale or Rotherham, one or the other. In fact, I think he's played for. I think he's one of these sort of Steve Claridge type league journeymen. We're going to see now. They go Preston, Stoke, Doncaster, Cardiff, Huddersfield, Fleetwood, Forest Green. Definitely was at Hull, Macclesfield, York, Barnsley. The man has been around. He's scored a lot of goals. He's quite a familiar name. Played at a good level. He's going to be a threat for us if he comes off the bench today. Also on the bench they have got, which I'm sure we're getting to now, Ruben Noble Lazarus. Again, played a lot of games for Barnsley. He's played a lot of Championship football, a lot of League One football for Rochdale, for Scunthorpe. He's a good player, 100 games in the league. That's nothing to be sniffed at. He's going to be a threat to us, and we need to keep an eye out for him. So those are things to watch out for. At this point we should be going into the dressing room, I hope, because I'm bored of talking about their team again. Then we go into the dressing room. We just follow what Rory said. Tell them to prove a point. Keep proving a point. Just keep doing what you do. Let's kick the game off. Let's see what happens. Let's get through this episode. This is technically the third time I've recorded this audio because I re-recorded it once and noticed that my microphone was broken, and that's why it didn't record the first time. So there we go. Let's kick off. Let's watch the game. Let's see what happens. Get excited, boys. Get excited. Fired up, because I'm doing this for the third time and I know every kick of this game at this point. Luke Burgess booked straight away. Good lad. So we like, get stuck in, ingratiate yourself to the fans. Long ball at forward to Pearson. Finds Minahan. Minahan finds Ball. Ball has a bit of a faff. Finds Burgess, and Burgess, I believe, unloads just the worst pass here. There you go. The worst pass. Not a great way to start your career with a new club, even if you are on loan. And then they were on the counter through Newton to Aldiker. Aldiker found Connolly. Connolly through to Correa, but was cleared by Masonda. Stevenson gets onto the ball. What's he got? He's got a bad through ball to Ferguson, and now they're back on the attack again. Newton finds Correa. Correa just hanging onto the ball. Minahan can clear it to Burgess, and now Burgess has another a chance to redeem himself. Finds Pearson, simple ball, but he's found Ball with the ball, and over the top to Stevenson. Stevenson with the cross in. Pearson, there you go. That's the first goal. Ronaldo Pearson gets himself on the score sheet again. Gives us something to think about when all our strikers are fully fit. We've moved up to second, and that is the start of something beautiful. See it again. I was so tempted to click skip then, and then I realised I'm watching a video and recording over the video. Pearson with a headed goal, though. What you want from your target man, really? And we're in business. One shot, one on target. Boom, goal. All of our attacks seem to be going through Burge. Shows the players who they've only been training with for a couple of days, but shows, I like to think that's how the game works. Shows they've seen something in him, and they have a little bit of belief in him. They want to kind of let him do his thing. So I guess we'll see if his thing is good enough. We are heading forward through time, much time. Telford have scored at Harrogate. There's the thing. Connor Brown picks up a booking. I think at this point I decided maybe that following Rory's advice and telling Luke Burgess to back off tackles might be an idea, because we don't want him getting sent off if we can help it. Red cards have been an issue off screen, actually, off camera more than they have been on. In fact, I just played a game whilst working through to the next episode, and a debutant you're going to see in the next episode got himself a lovely red card to mark that. 30 minutes in, James Ball picks up a yellow card. Standard. James Ball incredibly good at getting himself booked. I need to kind of calm him down a little bit. James Graham took a knock, and I think I forced him through to at least half time, even though he is our best centre half, because 1-0, you don't want to take too many risks at 1-0. Don't want to send in a guy like Stott, who we don't really try out a lot. Don't want to have to put that faith in him against a team top of the table like York, who can do some real damage to you. But we're dominating on the stats. It's not bad. Three shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. It's a good place to come in at half time, and then we'll see what happens. I've really got to try and keep my hands off of the keyboard and the mouse here, because I know I can't affect things, even though I really wanted to make some changes. Hopefully we'll see a better second half. Fairly sure. Don't want to spoil anything, boys. Fairly sure we do. Tell the players we're happy with their performance, because that's the best way to keep them going. And we'll see how that goes. Kick-off, it's a kick-off highlight. We've all seen a kick-off highlight. Newton does some stuff. Ferguson picks up a yellow card. Noticeable as always as well, their players are quite a bit tireder than ours. This less noticeably with York than with other teams, because they're actually a full-time side in this league. But still worth paying attention. They've brought on Ruben Noble Lazarus on the left wing because they need to get themselves back into this game, which means it's squeaky bum time, boys. Sam Minahan with a throw-in finds Pearson. Pearson back to Minahan. What's Minahan got? He's got a ball through to Stevenson, who just has a pop. Bartlett's absolutely had a howler. He's had a Carrius moment. Will take advantage of that all day and all night, but he really should have kept that out. He needs to be a bit stronger with his save there, because he got a hand to it, just tipped it into his own net, and you've got to save those, really. You've got to do more with that. But it's fine, because we're 2-0 up, and Darren Stevenson's on the score sheet again. and on his right foot, which is always a pleasure, because usually we're crossing into his left. Stevenson again finds Warburton. Ball over, finds Burgess, but Burgess was offside. There's not a lot we can do about that. Some good times. Also, because I haven't said it yet, thank you to Peter for the intro. I completely forgot. I usually do it straight afterwards. Hope you'll forgive me, mate. I am, as I said, re-recording this audio, so that's kind of a thing. We're going to make some subs here. Apparently, we're going to put Stott on for Graham, as you'd expect. We've got a 2-0 lead. It's fairly comfortable. We need to be doing more with that. Ball finds Burgess. Burgess back through to Pearson. Pearson right now slides it through. Brown's got it clear, but it's a free kick because Turner was offside, and we'll take that all day long. I'm sure we make some more subs in a second. It seems like the kind of thing I do at this point. Just make a few changes, keep some players fit, stop some players getting sent off, the usual stuff. Alfreton going 3-0 up against Gainsborough. That's going to affect the league a little bit. Into the 70th minute, and it's feeling like time to make some changes. Gainsborough might start a fight back against Alfreton, who knows, and John Parkin has joined the fray. Maybe too little too late, should have started with him, but Jamie Stott also picks up a booking. There we go, subs time. Evans is coming on, I believe, for Stevenson. Give him a rest. He's had a really good game, dominated this one really. And then Lawrence, I believe, comes on for Ball eventually, because I'm really bad at making a mouse work. There we go, Lawrence on for Ball. Just to prevent Ball from getting sent off, like I said, he likes a booking, does James Ball. He's quite good at getting himself booked, and I felt like taking him off was a good idea, plus minimal time for Lawrence to pick up a knock, which is always a good plan. 10-ish minutes to go. Very much in control of this game. Four shots, 3 on target. A lot of fouls from us. I'm not happy with the number of fouls. I'd love to try and bring them down, but not at the expense of being competitive. Something I want to try and work on is trying to play a bit fairer with this team if we can. Because as much as I like a good bit of steel in the midfield, and you will hear me talk about midfield steel, which also sounds like it could be an epic superhero / 80s American PI, we need to calm that down a little bit. Masonda there with the clearance from the goal kick, but Newton's found Parkin. He's got some decisions to make. Finds Newton with a through ball to Correa, and Masonda had an absolute howler here. It goes down as a Masonda own goal. Frankly, he took all the pace off of Correa's shot. Really, did everything you want a defender to do there with the block if he can't fully stop it. And we've just got unlucky. Although, in fairness, I would argue at that speed, frankly, Stephen should have been saving it, and the theatrical dive doesn't help. Like, the ball had gone, he could have just walked over and picked it up. To let it go, watch it go past you and make that little theatrical dive doesn't make me happy. And Stevens actually only plays in this game, or has only been playing recently, because his manager at Oxford has been moaning like buggery about like him getting game time, and I haven't felt the need, because Owen has been so good in goal that I just didn't want to make that change just yet. But Stevens is a good player and I want to keep him around, so we'll do what we have to make that relationship better. Ball through to Turner. Turner smashes over the bar. He should have buried that, but it's understandable. He's not played for a few weeks. He's not fully match fit. We know he's going to take some time to get back into that rhythm. I'm hoping his injury hasn't killed his form, because I need him to start getting some goals for me. We're into the last minute. We're going to do a standard throw-in routine. Minahan into Pearson. Pearson will probably pass it back out or get fouled. There you go, he got fouled. Oldacre, I think, picked up just a talking to, maybe a booking here. It's of no consequence with 10 seconds to go what happens. But we've got a free kick on the edge of the box. It's going to be Evans to take it, whips it in. Law clears it, Correa gets onto it, Parkin. Lawrence with a tackle, but Noble Larios picks it up, and he's just going to play for time now. That's it, that's the game. Darren Stevenson's show is over, and we've done well there. 5 shots, 3 on target, 52% possession, 2-1 win. Good work, boys. We're going to tell the team we appreciate their efforts, because Rory Fallon says so, and he is a living legend. If I haven't told you before, I'm sure I have. go onto the YouTube when this video finishes, type in Rory Fallon overhead kick. The greatest goal I've ever seen as a Swindon fan. He became my hero at exactly that moment. He's like 20 yards out and overhead kicks it into the goal against Bristol City, who we hate. Confirmation we're in second, 4 points behind York. Things are looking back up. We've narrowed the gap a little bit. James Graham only out for a couple of days. We can take that bruised ankle. We'll make it work. And from this point on, I think I just did a whole bunch of random waffling about stuff. But the video timer is telling me I've done this for 5 minutes, so I'm assuming I told you something useful. We told Darren Stevenson thank you for being a hero, because Darren Stevenson is in fact a hero, a legend, a god, a man to be worshipped. And with that, boys, because I don't think anything actually worthwhile happened from here on out, I'm just going to wrap it up. And we'll cut like 4 minutes off the video, because why not? So unless I say anything amazing that happened, thank you very much for watching, guys. I think what it was this was me going through subscribers. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you're new, give it a subscribe. Drop a comment. I love knowing what people are thinking about the game. I love getting advice from Stockport fans, just seeing how they feel about what I'm doing with the club. There's a Patreon. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Every link's below, including to Peter's documentary, so please check it out. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to see you very soon. Check you out later.